our topic is going to be on YouTube, okay? I have to switch off this one. Is it going to be in English too? Yes, it's going to be in English today. فيكم تسميعكم كمان كو English كزارب كله كنا عاكم من إذنكم كلا يتبو, you know? You learn to speak properly. Do I have to please add to? I have no idea what you mean. You can phone if you want. I'm going to give you a phone number to ring on, so you can ring on it if you want. Oh, I'm busy. Okay, guys, I have to go. See you on YouTube, Dahlak Linden. Come join me there. Hey, you guys. Oh, Ramadan. Ramadan Shukur, how are you? Welcome, my love. Welcome to my YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, because it really helps my channel. You can also become a member. Member كتكونوا تدخليهم. نزناتي channel يحجزوا مالتي. I can create more stuff. cameraman قلمتها تامتنا مو program كنكفت نخلينا. If you guys دحر حجزكم من دحر دا member كونكم subscribe غيركم share غيركم to video نز channel ناتي you're helping نقعبي مالتي. Today is our English program. Every Friday I've decided to make it English program because I want to include in our community the ones who speak English, but also at the same time I want to keep practicing my English. It's funny how I'm losing I'm forgetting how to speak properly. Speaking Tigrinya so often that my English is becoming really bad. Hi everybody, welcome. Please Tigrinya, not today. Every other day is Tigrinya, every Friday is in English, and I know like when I do English the viewers drop, but I'm gaining new people, new perspective, you know, and including, and I want it to be very inclusive. I wish I could speak our 9 languages. I could do it different every day, but I don't. I'm limited. So today is English. Like I always say, I'm not expert or professional. I'm just, you know, this is just for entertainment purposes and also for us to have a discussion, things that I'm interested in, things that I think that might help our community. That's are the kind of things I come here with. And if you like it, you know, great. If you don't, leave us constructive criticism. We appreciate it. But no rude comments are accepted. They will be deleted and you will be blocked from this account. No negativity. Okay, so today our program is going to be about social media, or you know, the technology that we have, how it's really affecting our community. I'm going to tell you one story particularly that someone told me and really made me really sad. This woman met a man in England, and she was in Africa, and she was, you know, traveling in African countries. She was a businesswoman, but she was very young. Her mother was a businesswoman, so she was just following along in the family business. And she met this guy, and she really fell in love with him, and against all her family, she ended up marrying this guy. But 1 week before they got married, he punched her in the face, and he just really hurt her, you know. And yeah, he beat her up, but she was like, you know what, I don't want to get married to this guy if he's violent like this. But all she have known him, even though it was short time, he was really lovely and he was really nice. So she decided that, you know, when he apologized, when he said, I'll never do this, I'm sorry, I was drunk, how could I done this and everything. And because her you know, the wedding was ready, everything was prepared, it was literally 1 week away from the wedding, she decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna forgive him and he's never gonna do it again, he promised me. So she married him. None of her family members were okay with it. Nobody agreed with it. But she went ahead and did it. And she thought she found an amazing man. She has her own money. She was a businesswoman. She was going places. And he lived in England. And he claimed that, you know, he had his own good job. He had got his home. So they were both similar age. And also, he was a little bit older. But, you know, she thought, we can make this work. Anyway, the violence continued. The abuse continued. And he kept, you know, beating her up and continued to abuse her. And so she decided that, you know, the relationship was long distance. You know, he used to go to where she is, and they used to meet there. But mainly he lived in England. And she had brothers and sisters who live in England. And what she was going through, she never shared. Every time he beat her up or every time they had, you know, fight, she never told anybody because her family never liked him to begin with. Anyway, long story short, she decided that I've had enough. This person is never gonna change. In fact, this is who he is. I was just too quick, to go ahead and marry this guy. So I'm gonna end this relationship. So she lets him know. She's like, you know what? I've told my brothers, I've told my sisters, my family are coming, and I'm gonna just break up with you. I can't live like this anymore. It's not working for me. So she wouldn't pick up his calls. Then he sent one of his friends begging her just to let him speak to her once. He agrees to the divorce, he agrees to everything, but he just wanted to say to her something very important. She goes to him, and he sends her one of these messages that, come and delete. Apparently, it was the time when they were married, when he lived in England, when she was in Africa. They used to have a video conversation. This is her husband. She used to be in her pajamas, in her sexy outfits, and they have picture between the two of them, private, intimate pictures. And he said to her that if you divorce me, I'm going to put this on the internet. Those are private, naked pictures of her. Not even naked, but like, in a lingeries or things like that. So she didn't know what to do. Her family are ready to have her divorced. Her brothers hate him. Her sisters don't like him. Her mother absolutely despised this guy. And she's seen her daughter being bruised and beaten up. And they were happy. They were like, her brothers packed their bags from England, went back at home because the divorce has to be, she was married traditionally, so the divorce has to be done traditionally. So they went there to support her. Now they're there, his family are there, everybody is there trying to have him divorced. And this girl is looking at her body being, her pictures that he has saved. And he said that if you want ahead with this divorce, I'm gonna publish this. So when she first got married, she already had built a reputation with her family, not listening to them, because she married him because she wanted to, even though nobody agreed with it. And now her family members were there to break this marriage. And she has to say suddenly that, I'm not going to get divorced. I'm going to carry on my marriage. Her family have actually traveled from here because her father is not alive. Her brothers left from England to go to Africa to help her get divorced. And they were just outraged. They were like, we came all the way to help you get divorced. This guy is beating you, abusing you. On top of that, when he goes to visit her, he will finish his money by partying, going to a party and whatnot, at the same time abusing her, beating her up and everything. Then he will take her money, because I told you she's a businesswoman. She travels in African countries selling products, and she makes quite a bit of money. So he will take her money as well. So they have seen all this, they know about all this, and they were relieved that she have decided to let it go. But she said no. But she didn't tell them why she doesn't want to divorce him. So this is when she called me. She was like, what can I do? I'm in Africa, he's in England. If I tell my brothers, if my mom sees it, her mom had a heart condition. She says, if she sees my pictures on the internet, like in my bras and underwear, or he even took a picture of her when she was asleep, completely asleep. They used to sleep in a video call, and he took a picture of her, like private pictures of her. So she was like, what can I do? My thing was this. If somebody says, I'm going to share your naked picture, first of all, there's a law. It's a crime. But if he does share it, he does. So what can I do about it? I don't want... This is her husband. We're not talking about her boyfriend. We're not talking about some guy she met, some guy she sent sexy picture to. We are talking about her husband trying to do that. So I personally said, you know what? Tell your brothers the truth. Tell your sisters the truth. She's the youngest. So she felt ashamed to tell them. Tell them this is what he had on me. This is what he's threatened me to do. And I don't want our mother to see it. But she couldn't tell them. She was so scared that she said, I don't want to get divorced. And they were like, you know what? You're crazy as him. You deserve what you're getting. We are out of here. Because they traveled all the way from here to where she was in Africa to help her get divorced. So she didn't tell them. And I'm like, why didn't you tell them the truth? Because she was so embarrassed. Yeah, that's what I said. If she told her brothers or sisters here, they immediately go to the police and handle that. But our people are not aware. This is why I've talked about it so many times in Tigrinya. But if you have someone that came new from back at home, if there are people, if you are active in our community, try to help people to understand that there's a law that protects you from this. Of course, if someone shares it, we all have the same thing. People can betray you. But this girl is still married to this guy because she's afraid that this guy is going to release these videos or these pictures to the public. And she thinks that if her mother sees this, she will literally die. Because you know how our family are. They are conservative, so they wouldn't be happy with this. But what I have learned is that, you know, in this day and age, you should never allow anyone to trap you, steal your life away just because they have a naked picture of you or a naked video of you. And this happened a lot in our community. There's a lot of, if you guys remember, there was a woman who threatened me on social media saying that somebody she knows that knows me given her intimate pictures of me, and that she will release it if I do what I was doing, which was letting a Muslim guy in my TikTok live, and we were doing this dating thing. Is he's single? Girls were coming asking him out, and we're having this fun about single men coming looking for women and women coming looking for men. And because this kid was a Muslim guy, she literally went out. You've seen the video probably. She was like, I'm gonna release your videos, and if you are like, if you don't stop what you're doing, that's a blackmail. So I already reported. She doesn't have anything, potentially. I don't know if she does or she doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. Somebody can have a naked picture of me and they can threaten me to post it. I'll be like, post it and then tag me on it. I'll go to the police. I'll report it because it's a crime, but I will not stop what I am doing, how I am living my life, just because somebody posted a private picture of me. It's one of the most disgusting things someone can do. But women threatening other women also is happening. So the point of today is what? Like, how are we using our social medias? There are men who send a picture to a girl and she's like, if you don't send me money, I'm gonna release your private pictures. This is what's happening. This is how we're using it. Like, long distance relationship, boy and a girl do something in camera, the guy takes a video of it, a picture of it, or the girl does, and then it's like, I'm gonna release it if you don't do this for me. So a lot of people are trapped by this kind of thing. And for me, I would say tell them to post it. I would say post it. Honestly, like, I was born naked. God didn't even put a single leave on me, I was born like this. So if you trust somebody, if you love somebody and you did something with them and they were scum for them to do that, there's a law. You can go to police. You can report them. It's a crime. It's a crime to release someone's private pictures into the world without their permission. Yeah, that crazy woman. I'm gonna make her cry. I'm gonna handle it. I've reported it with the police here. Then I've been released to Sweden now. I've been transferred to Sweden. So I'm gonna bring her to justice just to make an example. Especially a woman saying that to another woman. There's nothing more disgusting to me than that. But this is happening in our community. A lot of things like this are happening. The other thing is, I don't know if you heard about it yesterday. Natu, you guys know Natu, was we were talking in one of his lives, and he was saying that there's a guy on TikTok claiming to be a doctor, a psychologist, charging £100 an hour. He lives in England. I forgot his name. I'm gonna make a video for him with his platform so everybody can know. He claims to be a doctor, a shrink, a therapist, and he's been charging £100 per hour to a lot of women, saying that he's gonna heal them, and then he asking them for private pictures, telling them that to go into the shower, take a video while they do it, and send it to him, or turn on their cameras. And this is happening in our community. People being scammed out of their money with different methods. Yeah. Do you guys remember there was a woman who killed herself because someone threatened to release her private pictures? Do you guys remember that? By the way, كتاعتو كلهم like تتقبروا تبقوا نيرو. Do the like button so it helps to circulate the video. So yeah, there are people, especially knowing the fact that there are people who would kill themselves because somebody say, I'm going to release your private pictures. We live in this community. We've heard it. There are women who have been exposed privately and their private pictures been exposed, and that women saying that to women, take them to justice. Go to the police, report them when they threaten to release any private picture of you. And if they do release it, who cares? Who cares? Honestly, who cares? Of course, I would not want, my reputation means a lot to me. I wouldn't want my private picture to be out there, but I'm not going to stop living my life because someone has my picture and blackmailing me to live, to constantly give them money, constantly to, you know what I mean? Just say no. I have no idea. So he claimed he's psychologist, a doctor, or therapist, and he's been charging. He charged so much money to people in our community, and now he has private videos and pictures, images of women threatening them that if they go out and whatever. But now we know his full name, because when he received the money, Natu knows his full name. When he received the money, we know where he lives, so obviously he's going to be reported to the police. A psychopath, exactly. They are insane. Our people are very vulnerable. Our people are very, very vulnerable to this kind of things. Especially, like sexting, as they call it, texting videos, pictures to your boyfriend. Like, it could happen. The problem in our community is this: oh, don't do that, that's like, that's not good, don't do it. When people are in love and they live in two different countries, it's natural to want to do stuff, to want to send a picture or anything, but we don't know what kind of picture we should send. I have seen so many videos of young ladies doing things to themselves, but why do you have your picture, your head on it? Why is your face on it? Why would you want, look at my face, then look at my thing? When you send some pictures, if you want to send something to your boyfriend, if he respects you, you can send him something beautiful. You can send something when you are in swimming pool or something looking good, and if it comes out, then it makes you look good. Why would it be sending him picture, the whole thing being seen? And even if you did that, let's say that you did that, it could happen, but why are you putting your face to it? Why are you showing your face with the video you're sending? So I feel like they are too young. When they ask them to do stuff, they just do it. But imagine this, like, you trust him today, you love him today, fine, but what if that video, not even him, but let's say that he lost the camera, he lost the phone, he lost the computer, whatever the image is on. What if somebody sees it? You have to think like that. So whatever you do, if it comes back, if it's get released, then at least you look good. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna send a pictures, a video to a guy, make sure you look at least really good. Even if he threatens to release it, be like, release it. No, do it. And then you look fabulous. You know what I mean? I'm not saying not to do it. I would prefer you didn't. But then again, when you're in love, if you live in a long distance, you might do things that everybody else does. That's what technology does. It allows us to connect from far places that we weren't able before. Now we are able to date and love someone in a long place and still be able to have some sort of relationship, But in our community, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Like, share, guys. Press and subscribe as well. Subscribe, like, and share. So social media, while it's great for business to connect with each other and a lot of things, also has the negative side. The negative side is that you can be blackmailed. There are these men online who find old women, old men, and scam them, make them think they love them, they're in a relationship, or they are rich. They building this, they doing this. It was on Netflix. There is the Tinder swindler as well. There are a lot of people who use love to make money, especially if they see the woman is lonely, or she has money but she needs a man, she needs love, she needs relationship. There are so many manipulative psychopaths in our community. So ladies, you need to be careful. Also the men need to be careful. So don't put yourself in a vulnerable place unless you know this person really well. You have met them. You know people who know them very well. Just you met him in social media and he says sweet nothing to you and you believe him, willing to give him your money. If he says he's a doctor, what is he registered? What is his office? Does he have a website you can go and look at? This is what you have to ask. Is your hair Dalak? Yes, it is, my darling. I know, I'm not blaming the victims, no. But this is the thing, some women are really desperate, they might be single moms who have traveled to Libya and they are so much pain. Just the fact that having someone to listen to you talk. Because most of us, we don't even use therapy. We don't go talk to somebody for help because we think like, oh, if I do go there, they're going to take my children away from me. I've spoken to so many women and I said, you know what, go and get help. you know, they're not going to take your children away from you just because you have experienced something horrible in your past, you know. You can go and get help. You can tell them, like, I need to talk to somebody, I need to get help, you know, with depression, stress, whatever. But people assume that if they do that, they're going to take their children away. So when they find someone Habesha, Ertrawi, they think like, great, they just trust it blindly, you know. It's love scam. Oh yes, love scam is the easiest scam, isn't it? Yes, men and women who are like that, yeah. But that's why I'm saying, like, you know, like if somebody says like, I'm a doctor, send me money. I'm like, what is your practice? You know, your qualification. Where do you work at? Do you have office? We need to ask this. But the love scam, you said, so many women, mostly the ones who grow up here, that's what I want you to be warned. It might be true the person you're communicating with, women or men, might have come through the worst path, Libya, and experienced a lot of suffering and pain. Some of them use that as a way to get things out of you. Even though the story might be true, they might not be interested in you at all in terms of relationship. They might be like, oh, I really want to go to school, but I don't have money. I wish I could have this. I wish I could sort my life out by doing this. And you might think like, oh, I'm going to help you, no problem. Like, I'm going to give you. Like, there was a woman the other day who wrote here. She said, I gave him £5,000 to go to school. He took the money and then he disappeared. So they use those sub stories in order to, you know, manipulate somebody to give them money or to help them with things. And I've heard that so many times. So if you grow up here and you like in relationship with someone, you know, see what they're asking you for. Can they get it? Because, you know, when you come as an immigrant here, you have, you know, education is for free, and they help them with a lot of things. If it's someone you really love and care, you are in a relationship with, you always want to help. But sometimes there are men who have used women, and women used men. So you have to be careful that actually what they're telling you is the truth. Yeah. Yes, Helen. Yeah, Natu. I forgot. I think his name is Fnan. If I'm not mistaken, his name is Fnan. I'm gonna make a video on TikTok and then put it here and there as well. They have his name because the woman who made a payment have the bank information, so they know what his name is. And he have, apparently somebody said that you've posted his video, but I've, you know, I like those videos, the motivational videos. Somebody said you posted his videos, but I never have. Yes, I agree. I definitely agree, especially nowadays, you know, even you see it in Tinder, and a lot of women being scammed out of money. I don't know if you guys seen the Nigerian men who, you know, sell use other people's pictures and pretend to be someone, and this person never actually speaks to this person you know, in a video call or anything, but they believe they're in relationship and they love this man and he loves them, and then they keep sending money. But they keep creating this scenario, only if I could do this I can come and see you, only if I had this. They always create something, some sort of, you know, a storyline that way you want to be involved and help them, and you're safe in them and all kind of things. And that happens in our community too, you know. That happens here too. But first, they love bomb you. They tell you how much they love you, how much you mean to them, how they're gonna die without you. Then they tell you their problems, and you think like, oh, I love him, I'm gonna help him. No, you know, it's not true. So guys, we have to be careful. We can always check. You can always check who's this person, is what they saying the truth. You have to, you know, verify it. If it's long distance relationship, find people who know him in the city that he lives, or people who know him back at home or whatever. So you have to be careful, you guys. Social media is really messing us up, especially for us Eritreans, you know. The other thing is that I have noticed on social media, sometimes, you know, we come and share our stories, our problems, and I've done one or two things, which is when a guy is liar and he has multiple relationships, multiple children, multiple marriages, or anything like that. we used to expose them. And I want to use it as an example that if you do something like that, you're not going to get away with it. We're going to talk about it here. We're going to expose you, kind of thing. But the other part is what when people are, emotional and hurt, they come in social media and talk about their relationship, and what they've gone through. And what happens is they have a child. They have a child that is one day is going to see all this, what's happening. So you guys have to be careful. Like in social media, not everybody is genuine. Not everybody is here showing you who they are. There are literally people who pretend to be something that they are not, in order to create a storyline, and in order to get views, in order to get, they don't even live the kind of life they're advertising to you. So you guys have to really careful, especially in our community. I found it that we have no boundaries, we have no respect, we have no problem. We meet someone somewhere and this person is not even in social media, and we come here and talk about their private life. You can't do that. Somebody can sue you, especially if they're not on social media and you are here talking about them, insulting them, their family members and them. I think that's a problem. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let's be careful. Sending sexy pictures, might not be the right thing to do if you don't know the guy very well. And sexy pictures, like, looking good, looking cute, that's fine. But if you send in really, really private pictures, like, these guys are taking pictures of them, screenshots of them, recording the videos, and then sharing them, And there are men and women lives have been ruined where they are paying money every month for that person not to release their pictures. Apparently there was a woman. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, you hear a lot of weird things. But also, like, when someone threatens to release something of you, record them and then go to the police and tell the police this person is threatening me like this. Literally, there are people paying hundreds every month because someone has a private picture of them. There was a woman on social media playing like, she would pretend like she's interested in different person, start a relationship, take up videos and pictures of them, and then she'd be like, if you don't send me money, I'm gonna release it. There are men who have left social media, disappeared from social media because there's a woman who have private pictures and videos of them. Can you believe that? We were all born naked. Nobody should have that much control in your life just because they have a naked picture of you. So what? You did something online with somebody, they have a naked picture of you. Of course it hurts. Of course, nobody wants to see themselves doing stuff here on the internet. But are you really gonna let somebody destroy your life and pay them on top of that? You can go to the police. You can report them to the police. For example, with what happened to me, that woman threatening to release private pictures of me, I went to the police here. They were blackmailed. It's a blackmail. If you don't stop what you're doing, I'm gonna do this. So and so gave me your private picture. Okay, this so and so, he give it to her. I have no idea. Does he have any? I don't know. Maybe he does. But besides the point, the fact that she threatening me, even I might not have any, but she has threatened to do that. She have called me all kind of names. She's nobody, but I want to make her example. For me, it doesn't bother me at all, but I want to make her example. So what I did instead is reported it to the police here in England. It took them a while. They needed to investigate who she is, where she is. Of course, I know where she is, who she is. And then they gave me a number in Sweden to connect with the police. Then I connected with the police and I reported everything. So now they're going to handle it from there. And it's a real crime. So you can take an action. If you're in Germany or wherever you are, there is Interpol numbers. They will give it to you and then you can handle it. Even if you have to fly there, you can fly there and report it to the police and bring that person to justice. In our community especially, we need to learn to use the law. The law is equal for all of us. I have no right to threaten anybody. If I have private videos, private pictures, I have no right to release those. And nobody has the right to release mine. So if somebody is threatening you that way, you go and report that. and the police will handle it. Of course, it's not easy. If they are in another country, there's a little bit of work you have to do. You have to find the number for the Interpol, and maybe you have to fly out there to do that. But it's better to do that than to let them think that it's okay to do that. I have seen so many videos of women in our community, and the young ladies, they just have the camera and they playing with it. They trust the guy, they are in love, and he says, open your legs, show me this, show me that. And it's like, even her face, even they're not even hiding their faces. You can see their faces on these naked videos. They like young ladies. They don't know anything. Even if they are over 18, almost 20 something odd years, they think they are in Europe now. It's fun to do that. You know? Yes, it does. It does make you think like it's your fault. How could I done this? And you think like you're alone. That's why I never say like don't send pictures. You know, the automatic reaction of our community is like, oh my god, how could they do this? The person who's doing that says the same thing. But I don't want to lie to the young ladies. I don't want to pretend like, you know, people are not doing that. This is, you know, technology. We have technology and things are changing. People are sending pictures. But what I wanted to say to any young woman who's in long distance relationship, or she wants to send her boyfriend a picture, imagine if that picture comes out, do I look good? Are people gonna be like, oh my god, she's beautiful, she's sexy? Or are they gonna say, ugh, disgusting? If they're gonna say disgusting, what makes you to think you want to send that? So this is how I do it. Like, you know, if you're gonna send something that if it was ever seen by someone else, makes you look good. And don't include your picture, your head. You know, I'd rather be honest and tell them how to do it rather than be like, oh, don't do it. They're gonna do it. It happens. And don't trust anyone, trust yourself that if it comes out, it looks good. The picture I'm sending, it looks great. You know what I mean? You see, but it's disgusting that women are doing that. But if you have your boyfriend, someone you love, and he's somewhere else in another country, they're not doing that because they're disgusting. They're doing that because they love the person and they want to impress him and they want to make him happy. He's asking for that, you know? He's asking to see her picture. He's asking, you know, like that woman with her husband. He was living in England, she was living in Africa. He was asking for a video call. She was his wife. She didn't think anything badly of it. But because he was evil, he saved that video and he used it to, you know, to threaten her. So I wouldn't say like, you know, it's disgusting. I say it's people do when they're in love or, you know, they're feeling a bit funky. Disgusting that a woman is blackmailing you. She's not even blackmailing me, she's threatening me. She does. But she didn't choose the right person for it because, to be honest, she's one of the most classless women in our community, like the bottom of the bottom. But, you know, I am only doing it to make her example. I'm only going to the police. I'm only doing everything because it's not right. I am a strong woman. I'm not going to be threatened by this kind of things. But what if she'd done that to someone, you know, who was mentally unwell or something? They could hurt themselves. They could kill themselves. There are women who have killed themselves in our community because someone threatened to release their naked pictures. Yeah, I got you, Dali. I got you, yeah. That's what really made me feel like so angry, the fact that all women would be threatening someone like that. I was just like disgusted. And she has daughters. She has girls in her home. She has women in her house. She had daughters that she given birth to. You know? So she's threatening a woman saying that I'm gonna release you. I'm like, girl, release it. But I just wanna make her an example that people can go to the police and report issues like that. Yeah. It's very sad. So yeah, be careful, ladies, everybody. Social media is great, you know, internet is great, but the dark side of it, that you could be, you know, end up with people who are, you know, looking to exploit people for money, or mostly it's for money, you know, for gain. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's one of the most. I don't want to say, but anyways, Yeah, today's our topic is that if anybody wants to say something, you can ring, you can phone in. It's the British and American accent for me. Is it mixed up? Is it? My accent is not. Always people ask me like, "Oh, how do I get my accent to be like yours?" My accent, I don't have an accent. I just talk, and if I've learned my English from friends, American friends, then it would be American accent. If I learned it from England, from England films or something, then it would be British accent. Actually, this is why I started the program. My English program is because I was losing my English. My English was just becoming really bad. Yes, you are right. Real men respect what you want, never blackmail you. No, they don't. But that's why we're talking about this, I guess, for women to realize that, real men, that they do not participate in such a thing. So when the moment someone tries to blackmail you, then you know that he's a scumbag and you report him to the police. Tell me, guys, if you want to phone in. I can give you my phone number and you can. Does anybody know my phone number? You can write it here if you want. Some of these men who are doing this, they have children from these women, they have kids. Hold on, let me get the number. So I was really sad about this guy who's, realizing that there are women who are stressed, needing psychological help, and, pretending to be a doctor and charging them money. And, it's just like, I don't understand people like this. How do they do it? Apparently, there's a lot of women that he's done that to. Okay, I'll give you the number. But it's a good thing that like Natu and stuff have gotten his number and his information. They probably report it to the police soon. 98 62. Social media. Just talking about things that happen in social media. You meet people on social media. You're exploited for money, for sex, for all kind of weird things. You can guys phone in if you want to. I've given you my number. So yeah, I was so disappointed the fact that someone will take advantage of, vulnerable women who are struggling mentally and emotionally and just charge them £100 an hour. You charge £100 an hour. Can you believe that? I have pinned the phone number, guys. That's the one. You can use it to phone in. Who's that man? I think his name is Tariq. I'm gonna make a video on YouTube and TikTok, and then I'll bring his name as well. I think his name is Tariq. Natu was talking about it yesterday. Yeah, no problem. Just be careful, you guys. When things like this happen, we need to expose them. And the thing about our people is like, oh, some people, they literally love this guy. It's like a cult leader. Remember those cult leaders who used to have so many followers, even though everybody else can see they are, manipulating people. The people who are being manipulated don't see it. He has apparently a huge group of women who are like really supporting him and following him and defending him. Apparently, I feel like they're just lonely. They needed people to talk to, and this guy is being the ear. While he's at it, he was getting paid for it to listen to their problems. They're just probably just lonely, living somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and they needed someone to talk to. So those women are actually, some of them were defending him in the comments, saying, when we were having discussion yesterday, they were like, oh, don't talk about him, he's not here, he's not like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the cult leaders are like this. They are able to talk to certain kind of people, manipulate them, make them think that, you know, they are their savior for some reason, you know? And then, yeah, he's manipulative, yeah. Yeah. Even when I went to his page, actually, wait a minute. I think I found his page. I can, let me, let me, I think yesterday somebody sent me his, let me, find his, hold on. I think yesterday, I thought I had his page yesterday. It's does anybody know? Oh, human services. Yes, thank you so much. You found it. Hold on. Let me Google it and find it for you here. Human services. Literally his account handle is named Human Services 14. Human Services. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hold on, let me show you here the page so that if anybody is following him, you know, knows that. Yeah, Human Services. He has 23,000 followers. Look at this. Let me play a video, one of them. How manipulative he sounds. I hate this kind of.
ደቂ ተባዕትዮ ድሕሪ ፆታዊ ርክብ ተሲኦም ካብ ዓራት ክኸዱ ዝደልዩ ከኣኒ ካብታ ጓል ኣንስተይቲ ፍልጥት ኢሎም ክደቅሱ ዝደልዩ ንምንታይ ጓል ኣንስተይቲ ድሕሪ ፆታዊ ርክብ ምግባሮም ክትሕቋፍ ትደሊ ወይ ሙቆት ናይቲ ወዲ ተባዕታይ ትደሊ ዘለኩም እስከ ኣብ ኮመንት ሓሳባትኩም እስከ ክሰምዕ ምደለኹ እንታይ ዓይነት ፐርስፔክቲቭ እዩ ዘለኩም ወይ እንታይ እዩ ኮይኑ ዝመስለኩም እተን ደቂ ኣንስትዮ ብፍላይ እንታይ ዝመስለክን ተሲኡ ክኸይድ ከሎ እንታይ ዓይነት ስምዒት እዩ ክድስማዕክን ሰላም أنا عزيز إنه واحد بعد حدار إن إنترنت سبب له أنت هيك بالسنة إيه تاي مستير ما حدار كحساب حجي يكم زيلو وكسر حزق عليه معناته أنت هاي مستير بحسب دراجين رأيهم شو تاي لو مسيركم the moment مجمرة تا invite قبلهم كلهم صدري نمرعين هاي خلنا قبلهم كلهم أنا دينو بويز نجركم نجر زي عيل special مدة كل زي أنا حكي قدامي دي غني ركاب هيوتي سخون سب قبل كله قدامي تبو سلام بزح زي استوعبوا النجار ده
كم زي مكسمعهم كله أنا allergies قبل لك كم زي مكسمعهم كله I don't know if you some people are like me I can sense when someone is not right genuinely I'm telling you like there are so many people on social media people used to love and when they open their mouth I have allergy reaction to them literally I'd be like ugh it's the sweetness is not genuine the voice sassiness and all ugh I can tell yesterday when I heard his voice I knew that he wasn't right. He might not be. Apparently, he's Eritrean. They're saying his real name is Funkel. They say his real name. I'm sure they will find him soon enough. Not to and stuff. They're gonna find him, but so manipulative. And I don't know why our people eat up this kind of things. I'm telling you, if you see the likes on his video, you will be surprised. It's just what he's saying is bullshit. Excuse my French. It's like cringy worthy. But look. His videos have like likes. Like, hold on. He has like thousands of views. Hold on. Literally, his videos have like 7,000, 9,000 likes.
سلام زي أخي حكي أبزنا رأوا علم كم زمزة زتمهر كونا جرن حلو تودي ودعس شو مون تعمل تقعس شو مون خلتي أم كلور ليش نشوف جمهور وده حرت سلست تعمل سلام كلته فقرات نيرم تودي
His voice is cringy. Yeah, he doesn't show his face. Yeah, he doesn't show his face, but apparently we know his full name. I'm going to make a video and we're going to expose him. But what I want everyone to take from this is, obviously, if you grow up here, you have much more chance of identifying. I mean, anybody can be manipulated, but our people are so trusting. Like Eritrean people are so trusting. They trust people because, you know, like we don't have this back at home. And when they meet someone on social media who listens to them, their pain, suffering, or whatever, the women just think like, oh, he's a nice guy, he's trying to help me. You can go to professionals for £100 an hour. You can get amazingly qualified, counselor. I know, right? Exactly, that's what I thought. I think those people are so like, cringy worthy, but people, I don't know, for some reason our people love them. I'm telling you, the most corny people making videos, they get thousands of like. I don't know why. For healing services. Yes, he asked them to go into the shower, have a shower. He's a manipulative little thing, and he's getting people to pay him so much money. It's unbelievable. His name is Funkalia. I'm gonna get his full name, and not Nael, the one who comes here with me sometimes. Yesterday we were talking about it, and he has his full name. He even knows what city he lives in. So yeah, you know what? Honestly, I have a radar for manipulative people. I can spot them. There's something in me that just rejected them immediately. But in our community, they eat it up. They eat it up. I can see the scum. And you know what they do? For example, like they will get quotes from like Mark Lewis, the King, or whatever, and they will translate it into Grinya, and they will say it as if they have created it. They don't even give credit to the person who have come up with these things. Let's say I will talk about Eckhart Tolle or something, I will talk about what he said and what he did, or any favorite books that I have or whatever, and I will give credit. I'll be like, I got it from this book, I learned this from this. Or I would say, oh, I watched a video on TikTok and this is how I translated it, but this is what it said. It was amazing and it really helped me. But they will literally take credit for someone's work, and they have no issue with that. Yeah, faceless. Don't worry, the internet is gonna get him now, But sometimes it's very hard to find their faces because they're really good, some of them, Copy and paste, yeah. Copy and paste, but you don't tell people that you copied and pasted, It's incredible. Anyway, thank you guys for staying with me. I've given you my number. If you want to phone it in, you can. Somebody said give us your number. I did. I think I've given you the right number, aren't I? Has anyone tried it? Somebody try it. So yeah, every Friday is gonna be English topic. I'm gonna invite some people as well, so I can improve my English. You can lose a language. I didn't know that you could. I have learned that you can. Tell me about it. Dr. Rai, he's trying to help us to lose weight. He gives us his consultation for free. A real doctor, and we call him a scam. People like insult him, attack him, all kind of things. And this guy is a legitimate, legit doctor trying to help our community, eat right, help our microbiome and everything. And we love gossip. We love like someone who can, listen to us talk forever. I don't know why. I am happy for it. I'm not sad, but this is like just to warn our community, What are you talking about? Thank you, sweetie. I don't know, maybe it's me because I'm not using it a lot. I feel like I'm not forming my words properly, but maybe it's just me. I'm used to using it all the time. Maybe I don't use it as often as I like, and it feels a lot harder to, it's not flowing like it used to. I talk in Tigrinya a lot these days. Please say so about Sunflower. Thank you. Yes. By the way, Sunflower, she has a program, but she doesn't have YouTube. That's the thing. In TikTok, there's a lady in our community named Sanu. She's Sunflower. She has a TikTok. She has a TikTok and TikTok. She's a florist and she's amazing. She has so many courses. She's teaching how to people online, virtual, how to become a florist. You can be seasonal florist. You can sell flowers from your own home. You can buy flowers and sell them from your own house, which is amazing. Actually, I'm gonna take that course. But on top of that, she actually in Eritrea, If you want to send gifts to family members, like you want to send them a fridge, sofas, flowers, from the smallest thing to the biggest thing, they're creating this new website where they can deliver things to your family members. Like, for example, your friend had a baby, you want to send her a bouquet back at home. Somebody is getting married, you want to send something, or your mom is a little bit elderly, or your father or something, you want to buy them a fridge, a sofa, or whatever. Then you contact this website they have created, and then they are able to deliver that for you back at home. I think it's a great service. Yeah, so check her out, Sonaflower, on TikTok. Every other time, only Fridays is in English. Every other time it's not in English. So I want to include the people who speak English as well. Every Friday, like, I have only 96 viewers, which is great for me, but normally we have a lot of people, like 300-400 watching when I do it in Tigrinya. But my intention is also to include them. You know, it's not about how many people are watching. It's like being able to be inclusive, to include even the ones who don't speak English, don't speak Tigrinya, to be able to participate in my channel. So yeah, we will do it in Tigrinya as well. So on Wednesdays, and I'm gonna start to come in more. We're gonna do more interviews, more shows, and things like that. So support the channel. You can do like, subscribe, share. Like, when you come in, you can do like. It helps the channel. It helps the algorithm to share the video everywhere. So support by doing that, or you can become members as well. You can pay monthly fee, supporting the channel to grow, for me to have more resources to expand. If you really like the programs, and you can help with that. Dalu looks stunning. Thank you guys, I really appreciate it. It costs her class. Yeah, it has a fee. I think right now they just paid for material, but I think she should charge for it, because if you do pay, you do respect. We're paying to crazy people who have no qualification, £100 an hour. We can afford to pay people like her and other professionals who are giving their services at the lower price range in order to help their community. I think we can pay for those classes. You can support them, and we benefit from it as well. How can we be members? In my YouTube channel, when you go in, you can press, you know, what the money is, like, you can press and you can fill what requires of you, and then you become a member. I think when you go to my channel, it will give you an option to become a member, I think. Jesus is Lord. Don't worry, you're gonna learn English. Every Friday I come and talk in English, so we will improve together. I love your hair. I did it myself at home. Do you guys like it? I will do tutorial for you guys. I'll show you how I do it. No, it was so short, now it's grown. Anyway, thank you guys for staying with me. We've been here for an hour. Our topic was social media. Just be careful who you meet online, and don't let anybody blackmail you. If they got a picture of your hula hoop and they threaten to share it, they can share it. Their moms look the same. Everybody looks the same. If you're a man and a woman threatens, give me money or I'll share it, be like, share it. But go to the police. Go to the police. There's a law. Report them. It's against the law. And the people who do that, be careful, because apparently it's up to 5 years in prison everywhere. It's becoming, police are really good at it now, especially if you commit the crime in the same country. If the person is with you, it's easy to get them. If they are in another country, there's Interpol. You can connect and you can do your thing. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Share, like, subscribe, and share this video in your Facebook or other platforms to help it gain more views. I appreciate you. Thank you guys, and have a great weekend. Bye bye.